are making their way across town, right next to the apartment buildings. They have crossed the street from where we landed initially. The apartment buildings are okay for loot, but I really would not recommend them. There's a lot of rooms to go through, and you typically don't pull in a lot of the really top-tier loot. There might not be a way out of here, which is kind of a dangerous situation they're running into. But they are going to loot these little storage sheds, find a couple of grenades. Seth is finally catching up, and it looks like we've got some sort of gun back there that we just can't reach. It's glitching through the wall. Is that an M4? Is that an M4 that is glitched through the wall? I think it is, and I think that he's trying to grab it, but just can't. He can't get it. He's going to have to continue rolling with the AK with a red dot and a micro Uzi. Unfortunately, no love for the M4. And they found a break in the wall, and they're making it out into the fields. They are on their way out of the danger zone and into the safety zone. Checking behind them, that blue wall of electricity is going to be on them very soon. If they don't have any energy drinks, or if they don't find a car, they might be in a little bit of trouble. But it looks like, there you go, luck would have it, the white line indicating the safety zone is just ahead, not too far at all. They only have about maybe 20 seconds of running, 15 more seconds of running before they're out of it. Whoever's in the back here, Chibi-Ichi might take a little bit of damage from the blue line on their mini-map in the bottom right corner. It's coming in hot. It's going to be a close one. And he's already at about 75%. So is Ace Thunder. Actually, Chibi's about 80. Ace is about 75. And here comes the blue wall of electricity. This is the equivalent of the H1Z1 green gas. And there it is. Chibi is now taking damage over time. It's light damage at first, but as the game gets later and later and later, that damage starts to stack. And honestly, when you're in top 10, if you get hit by the lightning in top 10, you're dead. It's game over. It is very, very extraordinarily unforgiving. You don't even have time to roll a med kit at that point. You are literally just done. So they're camping out right now on the edge of the safety zone, maybe checking behind them to see if anybody's coming out of the electricity, trading ammunition, trading health packs, trading mods. Oh man, the scar that I had is very kitted out. Look at this beautiful green tile bathroom. The rest of this house looks like garbage, but that green tile bathroom is lit. Looks like we found ourselves a micro Uzi, some bandages, or no, that's just some ammunition and some bandages. And Chibi is just hanging out front. They got a buggy. Buggies can only hold 2 people though, a gunner and a driver. So the buggy's not going to do any favors for our team of 3 here. Ace Thunder, Seth, and Chibi-Ichi. They're going to continue on foot. The artillery zone is right outside of their area, so they're going to keep rolling in the safety zone. It looks like the artillery is just to the right of them. Restricting the play area in 2 minutes. So in 2 more minutes, that electricity is going to come in even hotter than it came in before. I cannot see the white line of safety on their screen. I also, unfortunately, in spectator mode, I can't open an inventory and I can't open a map. If I could open an inventory and see all the guns and mods and ammo and bandages and med kits and all that, I would have so much more information. If I could open the map, I would have an extraordinary amount of information. But unfortunately, I cannot do that. Maybe for the best. And here we go. We have a car directly 240 to the west, and they are both lighting it up. Seth and Chibi just taking shots on this car. He's dropped prone, and more shots just rolling into that car. And the car drives away just on the other side of this point of interest in front of them. Not sure if they got any hits. Looks like more shots are ringing out. Ace Thunder was prone as well, taking shots. Chibi's looking out there taking shots. And here we go. We've got some people on foot. And we are prone, scoped, hard. And nothing yet. Seth not landing any shots. Ace Thunder was shooting at them as well. That is a long, long distance to try to hit somebody. But he's got the gun for it. So it's worth trying. You can get kills in this game from just extraordinary long distances. I've seen kills over 600 meters. I've gotten kills at around 400 meters. So it's worth at least trying to take the shots if you know you have the aim. They are all now crossing towards the mountains where they saw other people running. It looks like the reason why is because the safety zone is in that direction. There's the blue car they were shooting at earlier. It appears to have stopped at the apartment buildings. They're rolling right next to this house. Might be a little bit dangerous. There are typically a lot of people in this area just because of the apartment buildings and the proximity to the school. And here we go. They have been lit. That is half damage. That's a Car 98K shot possibly. No, it isn't. It's not. This is an AK fire, and he is hit hard. Seth needs to fall back to behind the house, and he does. He's probably going to be able to heal. Chibi is prone and taking shots, and he needs to stand up and get out of there too, possibly. He crouches, and he starts to flank around, try to get a better angle at this little hut that somebody is hiding behind. Trying to aim through the grass, but doesn't get good visual. What Chibi is doing right now is particularly dangerous. He's isolating himself, and there it is. Now shots are ringing out on him, while his teammates cannot suppress fire. They cannot aim and take other shots, and there it is. Chibi is down. Like I said, this was a dangerous thing to do. And Ace Thunder. Oh, that was Ace Thunder. I'm sorry. Ace Thunder is the one who tried to rotate, and now he's dead for it. Rotating around to try to get a better shot at somebody is always, always, always a bad idea. I know it's everybody's first inclination. It's what I want to do in my mind as well, and I always try to do it. But in this game, it is unforgiving. You will isolate yourself, and you will put yourself into a lot of trouble and typically get knocked down or killed. And if you get knocked down and you're way out there trying to flank around while your teammates are 50 to 100 meters away, they can't pick you back up. You're just completely out in the open. You are probably going to die. And it looks like Seth and Chibi have both rolled a first aid kit. They're both at 75% health. I don't know if they have any heals over time. They're looking through, and it looks like we have a lot of hits now. Boom, with this. Oh, there it is. Seth with a kill right there. Watching his back as well. There's somebody coming right through the field, right there in front of him, and Seth sees him. He's peeking. Chibi sees him as well, and now they're both going to open fire, and there it is. Seth with multiple shots. Knocks him down as well with the Scar L. And there it is. This Scar is doing damage for Seth, who is a long-range magician. 2 kills now in the span of about 30 seconds. These two are monsters, and now they're looking back into the mountains at the people who killed Ace Thunder. They need to start moving a little bit. They're still in the safety zone, but this house isn't going to give them much cover because the electricity is going to be right on them. This is going to be very close. Seth is sitting here watching the angle and seeing how far in they can get, what kind of cover they're going to have. And it looks like here it is. They are right on the edge of the safety zone, and they are talking it out, trying to come up with some sort of plan of action, especially to deal with those people who are in the mountains around that hut, see where they've rotated to. We can't be too sure at this point, especially after we had the people coming from behind towards the apartments. They got the kill on that guy. That enabled the people in the mountains time to get out of there. Chibi is now pushing out into this field. Remember, that hut is the place where they last saw them, so I'm not sure what the plan is at this point, but it seems like they're rotating towards the apartments. They might try to steal the car that rolled in there earlier, and there it is. We've been hit from the apartments, third floor window. There are shots ringing out. You can see the fire coming from the window, and there it is. They found it. They found it. Shots coming in. Seth with the headshot with the Scar. No way with the kill on that one. Seth kills Stever by headshot with Scar out. 33 people left. Seth is a freaking monster with this gun. They've got a loot box right in front of them, some lyric graffiti out. You've got to think that there are going to be more people in these apartment buildings. If they've killed one, there's gonna be maybe another, maybe 2 more, maybe even 3 more. That could have been a full team that they just opened fire on, and that guy just decided to go and start ripping shots without consulting with his teammates first. Their main goal right now is to get this car, I believe, because the safety zone is still not on their mini-map, and they are pushing in. They're actually going to push into the apartment building, which seems pretty dangerous. They're equipped right now for long range, so I don't know what the plan here is. So here we go. He was just keeping cover while Seth got into the vehicle. Now they're both in the vehicle, although they're on opposite sides, which is kind of dangerous. If you only have 2 people, you want to get on the same side of the car. So if you're taking fire and you need to use the car as cover, you're both jumping out of the car on the same side. Otherwise, if they're taking cover, Seth is going to cover himself and leave Chibi wide out in the open, which is typically what happens. The driver always, in their mind, they think they need to look out for themselves. They get out, they use the cover, and then all of a sudden their passenger is dead on the other side of the car. So a little bit dangerous the way they're taking this, but they had to get out of there. It was kind of it's a risky maneuver, but I don't think they're going to use the car for very long. They're right outside the safety zone. So here we go. They are outside some points of interest. A little farm houses right here. They are in the safety zone, and they have bailed on the car. Back to going on feet. Cars bring a lot of attention to yourselves, and you can die easily in one, getting a couple of headshots. You've seen on my stream people just taking out people, taking out cars, killing people in cars. I've gotten some miracle shots on people just driving away in a buggy that I don't even want to talk about. I'm probably going to get banned at some point if I keep landing shots like that. They're both right now around the sewer pipe, checking the houses to the northwest. It looks like Seth is checking the southwest, so they're covering each other's flanks. And he is checking this house. Not seeing anybody. No movement so far. Nothing in the windows. They're both in a crouch in a prone position. Yo, Vagabond, this game is amazing. I love this game. It's exciting. It's so good. It's so tactical. They got a buggy to their southwest. They're probably not going to touch the buggy. They just ditched a better vehicle that offered them more cover. They're hearing a lot of shots to the south and southeast, so trying to look for movement or burst from a barrel and seeing nothing. Looking out in their flank to find anybody who might be trying to run out of the electricity from the northeast side. Not seeing any movement out there either. We're down to 30 people remaining, plus our two heroes, Chibi-Ichi and Seth. You guys, OS Sauce in the chat for our last two players remaining from the squad. They're now deciding to push over these houses. There's gunfire still to the southwest. We're not sure what kind of fight is going on there, but nobody has died yet. So I'm guessing somebody is running and people are firing at them as they run away. Also some shots to the west. We are right outside of it. Looks like Poshinka. And it looks like there were some cars over there that they're taking a peek at. They are rotating back around, trying to get to go around the north side of Poshinka. And of course, the safety zone is not on their side. They have no luck from the safety zone again. It could pop anywhere. It could have popped to a point where the north corner of this, or the north point of this circle was perfectly safe and the entire south end was not. And guess what happened? They didn't get it. They're going to have to rotate to the south end. Shots happening right over the side of this cliff to their southwest. Lots of shots happening. There's definitely a fight going on between two teams right now, and they're rotating around, just trying to stay as safe as possible. But they're going to peek. They're getting a little bit aggressive. They're going to peek right over this ledge and see if they can't see anybody on one of these rooftops who are ripping these shots. I think they have a good view of who is taking the shots. It's just a matter of finding that person and then getting a good angle and just taking them out. They decide against it. They're not going to go aggressive. Rotating around the north side towards the church. If they can get around the church, there it is. The safety zone is just right on the other side of the church. The church is a great place to hang out. You can go on the roof of the church, but you can also get flanked really hard from the church. The church does not offer good protection on multiple sides. It will only protect you on one side if you're on the roof. I've made that mistake before. They're rotating around. These warehouses have a great view of the church as well. So if anybody's in the warehouses, if you're at the church, you're in a lot of trouble. But it looks like that's kind of where they're looking. They're looking at the warehouses, and now they're taking a look at the church. Shots very close. There might be somebody in the church. They're rotating around really soft on this ledge, using it as cover. And I'm pretty sure there's somebody in that church. There's shots happening very close by, and they're checking it, but they're not necessarily afraid of it. Now they're peeking it a little bit slowly. Also keeping an eye on these warehouses so they don't get flanked. Drop into a prone position. Looking through the scope and not seeing anybody at these houses. Chibi sneaking around, trying to get a good angle on this church because those shots were very close. They were either in the corner of Poshinka, that place where I really, really like to land, or they were happening right here on the other side of this church. Maybe in it, maybe on the rooftop. There they are again. More shots coming out. They are so close. We're not sure where they are, though, because we haven't gotten visual, and they're sneaking up. The smart thing to do. Those shots are just, they've got to be so close. We're not sure where, though. They might be in the Poshinka Residential, and it looks like they are in the Poshinka Residential. A big fight is happening right now in the houses over there. I think somebody just rushed a house, and there they are. We've got people outside in the courtyard right now, right between those two teal roof buildings, and we had a little bit of visual for a second, but now that visual is gone. The church is in the safety zone, and oh boy, Seth falls off the roof right through the hole. They're still looking towards those teal buildings, and there it is. We got somebody running right out into the open, right into the yellow car. They are dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodging, and Chibi is lining up a shot, and I think he's about to take it. He's trying to get a perfect headshot lined up. He just needs to take the shot. Seth is laying prone out in front of the church, and he scopes in. And here we go. They're both lining up the shot. I think they both want to open at the same time. And shots are ringing out inside the building. Chibi is no longer aiming, though, so Seth is the only one shooting, which is kind of, I mean, when you have two, you both kind of want to aim at the same target at the same time. But Chibi has fallen back, sees a loot box just inside the lightning. I hope he's not thinking about taking it. There we go. That guy is back at the orange car, and Chibi has lined him up and starts taking shots. Seth is taking shots as well, and there it is. Seth has knocked out this dub with the Scar L. Chibi is lit really badly from somewhere. He's going to have to fall back, probably from those teal houses as well. Our hero, Seth, is a monster with an 8-time scope. Just kill after kill after kill after kill. It's insane. There he's scoping again, looking at it right in that first window at the house. He's taking his shots. And it looks like he lit somebody, and they have fallen back. We're looking at the door, and we're looking at the window. And these two are going to have to play the safety zone again. They're going to have to move. They're going to have to move to the southwest where more shots are ringing out. Seth is already making that move. He knows that there are people in that teal house, but they will not have an angle on him where he is right now. Chibi is, for some reason, still on the roof. I'm not sure what the play is. They see a drop directly to the south at 200 bearing. And here we go, rotating around. Seth is trying, he's making his way through Pushinka, and there it is. He's being fired upon. Definitely, he pulls into cover and starts aiming over that wall, but nothing. Chibi's got a clear view on him. Seth has got a clear view on him. And there it is. They take one down. Chibi was firing on the second one. That's another one. Seth knocked out King Aru. Chibi Ichi killed King Aru with the M416. Just a monster kill. And now Seth is being shot from behind. He's going to have to find cover probably in this blue house right here. They're still not in the safety zone. Chibi is now moving as well, and hopefully he's not going to get lit by the same person that was shooting Seth. They both pop out trying to find the person that was shooting at them. Seth is going to have to heal. They're both in cover at this point, looking in towards the lightning, and they're going to have to move in a little bit further. Otherwise, that lightning is going to do a lot of damage. Seth is trying to pop a heal. He's lit, and now, oh, there it is. He got a full med kit off, and now look at how much damage each pick of the lightning has taken off. And Chibi Ichi killed Drew E with an M416. They're still getting shot at from people who are inside the lightning. They're trying to get to this blue crate for a little bit of safety. And there we go. Tons of, that sounds like a Tommy gun fire towards the south. They're both at these blue crates just trying to heal up. Chibi has an energy drink rolling, but it's not going to be enough. He's probably got a first aid kit in his inventory, though. I've got to guess soon, his health's going to jump up to 75 with the energy still rolling. And here we go. We've got full energy and prescription drugs going for Seth. You'll see how much that heal over time costs. It's going to start ticking pretty quickly. Chibi is only healing with bandages and a heal over time. And Seth is now firing the Scar up towards the mountain. Did not get a kill. I don't know if he lit anybody or not, but they are now rotating around towards the field. They have absolutely zero cover. So if anybody has any sort of cover and has a way of firing on these two, they are in big trouble. But they are in the safety zone. And it looks like they are facing against the people from the mountain. Chibi is just outside the safety zone. They're going to have to play from the bushes. They're going to have to play prone, or they're going to have to rotate over to where these trees are and try to find something. But it's really dangerous because there could be people anywhere, and that's what Seth is doing. He is rotating inside the safety zone over to these trees, over these bushes, over these rocks, over these mountains, some form of cover. Chibi is now taking shots at multiple people up there on the tree. Seth is now taking shots with him. Seth knocked out Beta King Kazi with a Scar L. Seth with another knockdown. That's gonna take the fire off of them, because now the other team is hopefully in the back of our heads. They're trying to bring they were trying to revive their teammate, but no, there's multiple of them. One of them's bringing him up, and the other is taking shots now at Chibi. Chibi is down. He's down to 50% health, and Seth is just pushing up to the top of this mountain. There's no way he's going to be able to revive Chibi, so he is playing for himself at this point, and there's a team right next to him, and I don't think they see Seth yet, but he's inside this lightning, and he's got a perfect flank for 3 people, and he's going to open on them, and there it is. Seth knocked out Boss with a Scar, but oh no, second place. Primal Rage killed Seth with an M16A4, and we got second place. GG, you guys. What an amazing battle. Seth, again, with the 8-time scope, is just nothing short of a monster. The flank was so well timed. Unfortunately, the lightning came in and the other team dropped back, turned around, and got some really good shots off. So second place, we will take it. GG, everybody. This game is intense. I love it. I'm glad you guys like it too. It is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It releases on the 23rd on Steam, early access. You can buy it then, and the servers will be open 24/7. This is the last weekend of closed beta, and I am done for the night, you guys. I'm done, you guys. GG.